Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another jump rope skill breakdown where we look at some of the hardest jump rope skills that exist and explain obviously what makes them so difficult. Today we're looking at none other than Zach Tomlinson. Zach is a wild man. We're gonna look at one video that he posted and a lot of different skills inside of it that are completely mind-blowing. So let's take a look at that video right now. So we could spend, easily several hours looking at every single skill that Zach's done here, but we're gonna dial into a couple of the more notable ones that I wanna point out and explain why they are so challenging. To start, we're seeing that Zach is doing, a couple of handstands here, a couple double frogs, and then he does a double under one-handed frog, which is, that again, very, very difficult, but he surpasses that difficulty in just a second by doing a front flip into a bridge. So that honestly should not be possible. That should not be a thing that the human body can do, but Zach does it. I don't think it requires much more explanation other than he's doing a flip, then he opens up and lands in a bridge. Like, that's the amount of flexibility and strength and body awareness that you need to pull that off is literally mind-blowing. And then from there, he turns around into a push-up and does a nice little, push-up combo, and then just, low-key throws a little bit of, I believe, is kind of like an Arabian out of a crab, because he's Zach. And then push up, double under up just to seal the deal, right? Because you just got to throw that in there. So the next combo he does starts off with a standing back tuck backwards CL. Listen, tucking that hard in an AS is already difficult. A back tuck AS is, or at least was, one of the super cool skills that was made a couple years ago that was like, oh wow, that's incredible, doing a back tuck backwards AS, that's really hard. And then Zach is obviously doing that, but a CL, which in my mind is a little bit harder because when you split the arms away from each other, right, when you're not crossing over each other, but one's behind your knees and one's behind your back, there's an opportunity to throw yourself off axis and kind of feel very uncomfortable during the flip because your arms are doing very different things. And when your arms do different things during a flip, that can really make it a lot more challenging and open up an opportunity to mess up the flip. But Zach does it easily because he's Zach. And as soon as he lands that, he goes straight into a backwards frog, comes down and then does that backwards AS tuck because, again, why do just one back tuck with a cross behind your knees when you can do two? And so then he comes down and then just throws an Arabian. You know it's crazy when he's throwing an Arabian at the end of the sequence and he makes it look buttery and easy. Like, come on, dude, this is insane. This is why it's so fun to watch Zach do his thing, is because he just does stuff that you're like, what, dude? So then after this, he goes from a handstand and then comes down nice and controlled into basically an L sit, and then kicks out and then pulls the rope underneath from that position. So keep in mind, he's got like an inch or two of clearance from the ground and then still manages to pull the rope underneath. Like, what? Lands it straight into a suicide kip because, why not? And then comes up and is chilling. So how do you even, he's in a handstand and then he's controlling his entire body going down. And then at the point of most strain, right, holding that L sit after he's like, his body is very thoroughly fatigued from maxing out the strength required to do that, he kicks out and pulls the rope under. And then as if that wasn't enough, he lands in a position that is strong enough to then rebound into a suicide kip. He's Zach. Now this next one is something that pretty much nobody should ever try because of the potential damage to your neck. So Zach goes into a headstand, jumps the rope in a headstand, right? So he turns the rope around him in that headstand and then comes down forward, which is, the potential to like break your neck is very high with that, so nobody should ever try that, but it's pretty amazing that Zach did it. All right, folks, so we learned today. We learned that Zach is an absolute animal and he breaks every single rule that there is about jump rope. No, for real though, Zach is an incredible jumper. You guys should definitely check him out. He's linked in the bio down below. If you liked this breakdown, send it off to a friend that you think might also enjoy it. If you have any questions at all, drop a comment down below. All All right, guys, I will see you in the next jump rope skill breakdown.